The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Levis, he's going to audible to something else.
They go again with Oliver. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Hey, I'm back. Here, I'm back.
On the run, it's Oliver.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
29's down, 22 Rita. Hey, mayday, mayday, mayday.
Levis sets up to throw here. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
22 Linda, 24 Rita. Set. Set.
Now Levis.
Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Army. Set.
Here's a carry for Oliver. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
43 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They run it here with Oliver. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They work now on 2nd and 9.
And 24 Linda, flat green, green. Diamond.
They run. It's Oliver. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Gay's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Yellow. Attack!
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. A give right side for Pacheco. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Four receivers in the formation here for a 3rd and 10.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Third down and 10.
Attack, attack! Yellow. 15, 15. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Where's that?
Now Mahomes. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second and 5.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
43! 43! Where's that?
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
29's down, 22 Rita. Hey, mayday, mate. 22 Linda, 22 Linda. 54 Rita, son.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
On, 0. 0. On.
Here's Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Reload. Reload. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Oliver. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 14 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Pacheco once again.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 4.
Like zero. 49's down. 22 Rita. Hey, mayday. 22 Linda.
Levis.
He finds his man, complete. It's Oliver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Like 13. Hey, I'm back. 54 Rita, Sadat. And 24 Linda, Sadat, Green 18, Green. 0's down, 90's down, 49 Rita. Destroy.
Levis to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Xavier Worthy as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A shot downfield for Burks.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10.
Mike 49.
And Levis going to change the play. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. They run the counter. Oliver. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now 2nd and 9.
Diamond. Tracy. Shut. Hand up.
Levis back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike 0. Mike 0. Hey, Mayday. 22 Linda. 22 Linda.
Levis looking to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down. But that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Like 54, like 54. 40 Rita.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down, Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
22 Rita. Heroes down, 90 down, 49 Rita.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Like 54.
Third and goal. Here's Levis.
Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Heroes down, 90 down, 49 Rita. Short. Out on. 20 Rita.
Levis throwing for it on fourth. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw on second down.
Levis. And Levis tosses his third interception of the game. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That's good for 28 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
24 Linda, 0 down, 90 down, 49 Rita.
Levis out of the shotgun now. Got a man. It's Collins complete.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Levis.
This is caught inside the 15. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Levis to throw once more.
He finds his man complete. It's Oliver. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
22 Linda, 22 Linda. Wheels! Wheels!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hand up. 29's down. 20. Hey, mayday, mayday, mayday. 22 Linda, 22 Linda.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Hey, let's go. Reload. Reload. Let's go. Hey, 24 Linda. Heroes down. 90 down. 49 Rita.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Chigaconkro. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
I don't need to. I don't need to. 15. Yellow. Yellow. My turn.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors. 57 colors. Hey, color. Yellow. My turn.
Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down. Mahomes will throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they'll run with Pacheco.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Coup for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Right 13, right 13. Out on.
Levis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Mike 90, Mike 90. Diamond. Tracy. Hey, I'm back. Panda.
Levis, he'll look to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
29's down, 22 Rita. Hey, mayday, mayday, mayday.
Here's Levis.
Escaping the pressure right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
22 Linda. Here we go. 54 Rita, son. Hey, here, I'm back. Here, I'm back. Hey, 24 Linda, son, grenade team, green.
Levis to throw.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gault.